So I want to have a conversation with you about a huge problem in your real estate business, specifically with your seller leads. And most importantly, how we can help you solve that problem. And the problem that we have is that sellers right now are being bombarded with advertisements and direct mail and solicitations from other real estate investors that are looking to purchase their property. In addition to that, even when you have sellers call you back, only a very small percentage of those sellers are really able or willing or are in a position that you are going to be able to do a deal with them now. 80% of them, the majority of them, are just not ready. And if you only focus on the 20% that are ready now, then you are leaving a lot of money on the table, because the majority of your deals are in fact the other 80% that are just not ready to do something right now. So what's the solution? Well, you have to follow up. And if you are in sales, and you are in sales as a real estate investor, following up with your leads, the money is always in the follow-up. And that's not just me telling you this. It's been proven that 80% of the sales are made after 4 or 5 or 6 or more contacts. And so if you need to follow up on your leads, then what's a solution that you can implement in order to be able to help you do that effectively, consistently, and without you having to do a lot of that grunt work? So our solution is what we call a one-click offer package. And this is for sellers that you've spoken with that are not ready to do something just yet. Maybe you're off on price. Maybe the circumstances around their situation are not yet in a position so that they can sell you the property at a price that makes sense for you. So how can you let these sellers know that you're serious, and do it in a way so that it elevates you above everybody else who perhaps is also trying to buy their house? And so this is where our one-click offer package comes in. And I'm going to walk you through this piece by piece so you have a better understanding of how the package looks like, all the components, and most importantly, how you can implement this in your real estate business. So the seller is going to get the package in an express envelope. Looks just like this, and we're constantly testing and tweaking and figuring out which is the best envelope that gets us the best results. And this very much is going to get the seller's attention. So if they're getting postcards or letters and they get this in the mail, they're going to open it. When they open this, they're going to get a letter that says, hey, I'm still interested in buying your property and I want to buy it for X amount of dollars. And in addition to that particular letter, also we're going to include certain pieces of marketing that is going to help you stand above the crowd, above these other investors, so that the seller sees you as that person that can help and solve their house problem. In addition to that, we are also going to include a contract. So you're going to determine, hey, what is a price that I could realistically pay for this property? It may not be a price that the seller is willing to accept now, but at least a starting point where the seller will see this paperwork and say, you know what, it's not the price I want now, but however, I want to have a conversation and I want to see whether or not we can work this out. Now, so again, we're going to include a contract that is available for them to sign and send back to you. We're going to also include a second set of agreements that they can keep. So if they did want to sign, and 1 out of every 10 or so will go ahead and sign the agreement back and send it back to us. So they're going to have a copy for their own records as well. And we're also going to include a return envelope, so that makes it easy for them to put it in the envelope and send it back to you. In addition to that, we are also, if they are not able to do anything just yet, we're going to then subsequently, every 30 days, send them a letter in the mail that looks just like this. This is just a sample. So we have 4 different letters that go out. Again, each letter says, hey, I sent you an offer. I'm still in a position where I want to buy a house. I want to buy your property. Could you please get back to me and let me know if we can work something out? And it comes in a yellow letter with an envelope, with a envelope that looks just like an invitation envelope. So it gets their attention. It gets them to open up the package. And so we implement this in a very systematic way. And so it begins with the package that you send out initially to the sellers, and then at different intervals, right? And this is all combined within our CRM system that we set up for you, so that you get a task assigned to you, reminding you to, hey, go ahead and give this seller a call within 10 days after the package is sent out to find out if they got it, if they had any questions, and just to continue that conversation. And then automatically 30 days after that, you're going to we are going to send them automatically a letter, again reminding them that we're still interested in their property. 10 days after that, our system will automatically remind you to give them a call and say, hey, are you still interested? I sent you the package. I sent you another letter recently, and I was just touching base to see if you're interested. And again, that continues to happen month in and month out. And what it does is it positions you in a different way and helps you be able to put yourself in the first position, so that when the seller is wanting to do something and wanting to sell and is finally ready to sell, they're going to see you in a different light than all the other investors that have sent them postcards or letters. Now, we do this, to be able to implement this, it requires actually a lot of moving parts. This is exactly how the whole system operates, and this is just kind of an overview. There's a lot of technology and a lot of things that happen behind the scenes to make this all seamless. The most important thing is that when you become a client of REI Vault, we implement this for you. Really, where you only have to click a button. You specify what the price is that you want to offer to the seller, and you click a button inside your customer relationship management software that we set up for you again, and off to the races we go, and the seller automatically gets the different packages, the different letters. You get the reminders automatically, and all that happens in the background. And all you have to do is just really determine, hey, I want to send an offer to the seller. Here's the price. I'm going to click on this button, and off to the races we go, and everything gets done for you. So that is in essence how we solve the issue of, hey, we have a lot of motivated sellers that are calling us. Not everybody's ready to do something just yet. However, how do we stay in touch with, and how do we continue to foster and move forward that relationship with the 80% of the sellers that are not ready to do business with us just yet, and put us in a position that we can then have an opportunity to be first in line in getting that deal?